broadcasting around the universe, all the way from Jessington Towers, just outside Jessing Town, Jessington World of Adventures is obligated to present Stars in Your Ears! And now, it's the woman with thousands of personalities, each one mildly irritating in its own unique way. Jess Robinson!
Hello, everybody! Thank you for coming back. Third time lucky, eh? Seriously, though, thank you so much. I love you. Pink leotard on top of purple tights. Are you ready for some glamour and glitz? Then I'll split leap, forward roll onto the stage. A step will change, jump into the splits. Woo! Ow! Woo! Yeah, thank you very much. Hold on, I'll just get up for the next bit. Oh, no, I'll do it from the floor. Welcome to the show. Ouch, you're gonna get stars in your ears. There's no better place to go if you wanna get stars in your ears.
We strike a pose with our heads held high. Our costumes are looking swell.
I'm a frog.
I'm a tiger.
I'm a butterfly.
But these suits have a funny smell.
Welcome to the show. You're gonna hear stars in your ears. There's no better place to go if you wanna get stars in your ears. Stars in your ears. Stars, stars, stars in your ears. Stars in your ears. Hello and welcome to Stars in Your Ears. It's our second episode. Can you believe it? And we have the most lovely show ahead. Rob? Why aren't you speaking to me?
Well, you usually just cut me
Can
up.
you play some exciting music, please?
Okay.
Ooh, that is exciting. Tonight, once again, my beautiful band, Jessington World of Adventures, and I will be bringing a glut of international stars, mostly British because the borders are closed, into your massive ears. I'm Jess Robinson, and I have about 10 celebrity voices ready to tumble out of my gullet like 12-year-old Russian gymnasts. Mio bambino caro, pa poker face. This girl is on fire. Jessie, charge you bloody Rome. Gosh, did you see? That was Catherine Jenkins, Lady Gaga, Alicia Keys, and even my mum back flipping off my tongue there. What are the scores, boys?
7.
Yep, that's right. My harshest critics and I live together in an enormous and beautiful but decaying stately home known as Jessington Towers, surrounded by treacherous mountains, a haunted forest, and an open sewer/moat to keep the villagers out. We lie on the outskirts of Jessingtown. It's about 20 minutes from Milton Keynes. It's a lonely existence, and we love each other very much, don't we?
Help us.
Oh, you silly willies. Now, they've already been self-isolating for a couple of months or so, but I do think it's better to be safe than sorry. Boys, why don't you introduce yourselves from your private rooms to our friends?
Hello, this is Michael. I live in the West Wing. I like long walks, ginger biscuits, organising my accounts and playing the piano.
Kit!
Hello, Kitch here. I'm living in the dungeon. Jess says it's for my own good. I play the drums and other stuff, and of course I have a pet rat called Duncan. I haven't seen my own reflection now for 80 days, so God knows whether I look like the back of I can't tell you what, on air. But Grandma, if you're listening, I am safe, and Jess says, don't even try and call the police again.
And living in the attic, it's Rob!
I play the guitar.
Blimey, that's enough. Come on, it's not the Rob Show. Don't need your life story. Can you imagine the Rob Show? Oh, what an awful, awful man. We have the loveliest episode ahead of us today. Apart from myself, we're going to be joined by one of my favourite people. As usual, we'll be playing some games, having some chats, doing some silly voices, hearing some of your impressions, loving each other, performing a fantasy duet with our special guest, and living happily ever after.
Can I call me Granny yet?
No, thank you. Stars in your ears. I think without further ado, it's time to bring on this week's brilliant guest. Now, you people will already know who it is, but I've hidden this guest's identity from the band in the name of fun and control. Let's have your Kitch jingle. Let's have your jingle, Kitch.
Who's our guest? Who's our guest? Who's
Who's our very special guest? Who's our guest? Who's our guest? Come make way now for our guest. Who's our guest? Who's our guest? Come on, please now tell us just. Who's our guest? Who's our guest? Who's our very special guest?
Oh, Jessington World of Adventures. I want you to see if you can work out who our brilliant guest is just from hearing them sing the word hello.
Hello.
Oh. She's a comedian.
Hello.
Oh, giving away a lot there.
I mean, I'd say, and an actor as well, judging by that.
Hello.
Oh, right, okay.
Wow.
Yes, a TV personality, yeah.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Oh, definitely a writer, it seems.
She was a host on Heart FM and is a regular guest on panel shows, including Mock the Week, Would I Lie to You, and QI.
Very good.
I think.
Yes, yes.
She also hosted an episode of Live at the Apollo, and she's a regular on the MASH Report. She also hosted one series of BBC Three's Snog, Marry, Avoid before it was cancelled.
Actually, 2 series. And then it was cancelled.
Easy for you to say, Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Well, she did give quite a lot away there. I think you've definitely won this round. Does anyone want to add anything? One more hello, can we hear? Hello.
She's really pretty.
Rob, you pig! Band, do you know who it is?
It's Ellie Taylor!
Down in your ears! Hooray! Welcome, Ellie Taylor.
Welcome.
Did you like
Lovely.
that?
All of those, the in unison reminds me of my kid. I've been watching a lot of TV with my kid lately, and it's like it's the Teletubbies. It was like that, and I enjoyed it.
And we sort of are, but just drunker. Welcome, Ellie. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. I've had 2 very large gin slings. So
What's a gin sling?
I don't really know, to be honest. I got it from a fancy place near where I live that are currently doing delivery of cocktails. So I just said yes, and then
Wow.
I put everything that they told me to put in a glass, and I've drunk them.
Well, since you're in this festive mood, would you like some underscore under this little chat?
Oh, always.
Do you want to choose something for Rob to play, a sort of a mood? Let's go for a mood, whatever you like. We'll do anything.
Kind of like a bit dreamy and just sort of quite cute. That's what I feel like right now. I feel like
You've
Amelie.
basically
That's what I want.
described him.
Dreamy
Oh, yeah.
and cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
talk, Rob.
I'm sorry.
That's nice. Oh, yeah.
Lovely. So where in the world are you?
I'm in London at the moment, in my house in London, with my baby asleep upstairs and my husband downstairs, delighted to be able to watch whatever he likes on telly.
Just for an hour, no longer. How are you finding lockdown?
Relentless and hard.
Do you hate it?
Yeah, just because I have, if you don't have kids, that's... it's difficult in many ways, but I do have a kid, so I just look at people who don't have kids and go, oh my God, I want all your time and your sleep. And I imagine that some people without kids or without, who are single right now are going, oh, I wish I had, I wish I was living with some family. So you always want what you can't have.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah.
Do you have a look at Stacey Solomon's Instagram, by the way? Do you ever see her stories? Oh my God, it's so idyllic. It's amazing.
She's very funny. She really
She's
is.
brilliant. And she does like loads of before and afters of her making fruit for her kids, and nothing seems stressful at all. Do we believe it?
Well, my child the other day had for lunch fish finger sandwich and a Calippo. So no, it doesn't. It's not exactly like that all the time.
That's a dream lunch.
Yeah, it is. That is Michael's fantasy.
I should be so lucky.
She can't speak yet, so I figure if she eats it, she's happy. That will do.
Yeah. So what sort of music have you been listening to? Have you been listening to anything in particular to sort of help your mood or...
I'm a big fan of musicals, so I was just cooking in the kitchen. I had the Hamilton soundtrack on, and before that I had Six on. And I was due to go and see Six, actually, all about Henry VIII's wives. I was due to go and see that a couple of weeks ago with my mum, so I was very annoyed with the bloody virus. And apart from that, we have the radio on a lot because my husband's working, so I'm looking after the kid most of the time. So I find it a bit lonely in the house if it's just me and her downstairs and just silence, and the telly is just potentially disastrous with her. So it's just safer having the radio on. So we often have music in the background. She's really picked up some favourite songs.
Has she?
Yeah, she goes mad for Dance Maggie, Dance Maggie, Dance Maggie, oh. She loves that one.
That's very good. When you were growing up, did you like music? Were you very into music?
Yeah, again, like, we're not a musical household, none of us played any instruments, but I always remember the radio being on, and I remember like car journeys a lot, and it's always Billy Joel is always the thing that sticks out to me when I was a kid.
I love a bit of Billy Joel.
So do I. So me and my husband went to see him a couple of years ago. We flew to Ireland to go see Billy Joel.
Good.
And I told loads of people, yeah, we're going to see Billy Joel in Dublin. And they were like, sorry, what now? And I thought, like, everyone loves Billy Joel, right, guys? And it was only when I started telling people that we were making a specific trip to Dublin to see Billy Joel that I realised, oh, right, that's kind of a thing that I just grew up with. It's because it's really sort of, it just makes me think of my childhood.
I highly approve of that. I remember I used to dance around the kitchen in my 20s with my friend to Travelling Prayer.
I think I even know what that one is.
I don't do lyrics. It sort of sounds like that. Michael, do you want to play for a bit now? I'm a bit bored of Rob.
Okay.
What would you like Michael to play, Ellie?
Something Piano Man themed, yeah, something like that.
Oh, let's be in a little pub in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, I love it.
Oh.
So when you were growing up, because this sounds quite aspirational, were there any idols that you had? Female singers, female celebrities, film stars? Who did you love?
I remember we had to, for art, draw our hero, and I drew Jerry Halliwell. I loved her. I grew up, I think, same as you, Jess, like smack bang in the middle of Spice Mania.
Yes.
So yeah, I loved the Spice Girls so much, and I loved Jerry. I really did.
Oh, I like Baby the best.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you filled in for her on Heart, haven't you? Did you get all starstruck? Oh no, she wasn't there, was she?
Yeah, she's very. I have met her a couple of times, and she's very nice. And I did think, God, like 12-year-old me would be just absolutely shitting the bed about this.
Yes. Oh, I love the Spice Girls as well. Did you go and see the concert?
Of course, I bloody did, mate. Yeah. So I've met Emma and I've met Mel C. I ran past Jerry on Hampstead Heath once, where I used to live there, and I felt like running back and going, Jerry, I drew you for GCSE art. And I've only got to meet Posh and Scary to like complete the set.
Do you think you'd know if you'd met Posh? That's the thing. Would you remember it?
Oh yes, 100%. Do you know what I keep thinking in lockdown is Posh Spice changing her own bed sheets?
Oh.
Because they can't have cleaners. So is she like, David, get the other end of the duvet? Like,
that's very good, David. I loved that.
David.
What did you like about Jerry's image? And did you like her voice? Did you like it when she did It's Raining Men?
I think I remember the Spanish rap in one of the Spice Girls songs. Escucha la música, ay madre mía, es chico, tú lo cuando estar. I remember that a lot. I liked her image. I liked the just the bright and bold and colourful. I think that is that sort of tickles my fancy. I'm looking for some kind of a picture or a print to put up in my office at the moment, and one of the ones I'm really keen on is one that says I wasn't born to be subtle, and I think that's very me. Which is why I really like. I love that bold, brash sort of image that the Spice Girls projected, especially Jerry, and the classic Union Jack dress and stuff, and the red hair and the big boobs. It was just felt brilliant and liberating to see a woman like that. So I think that's what I really enjoyed.
I love that. Are there certain women's voices that lift your mood, that inspire you, that you like at the moment?
I do really like Dua Lipa, mentioning her earlier. I just think like all of her songs are brilliant. She's perfect pop. Obviously Beyonce is a classic. I love Beyonce. Who else do I really like? I quite like sort of like folky stuff. So at the other end of the spectrum, I like Missy Higgins, who's an Australian sort of folky singer, and the Waifs, who are an Australian folk band. My husband's Australian, so I like bits and bobs of Aussie stuff that he's introduced me to, and his education along the way. So I like a real mixture of stuff.
Oh, Oh, nice. Apart from Rob, is there any voice that you find depressing or annoying?
Whose voice do I find depressing or annoying? I find poor Rob.
Don't. He's so unbelievably ridiculous.
Is he an awful man?
He's terrible. He just never stops interrupting the whole bloody time, just trying to take over.
Oh dear. I hate. Whose voice do I hate? I find Ray Winstone for some reason. It really irks me.
Really?
Yeah.
Can any of you boys do a Ray Winston?
I don't think so, darling.
I think it was one thing he played Henry VIII in, and he had like this, he didn't change his accent, so he had like a Cockney accent, and it just really annoyed me, because I was like, that's incorrect.
Oh, no. Okay, Michael, I think that's enough.
Thank you, great,
and
thanks.
finish it. Oh, he doesn't even do a last chord.
Starting to wear thin,
Unbelievable. Yeah, it was. I heard a couple of times when you finished, and then you had to carry on. Can you do any impressions, Ellie?
Do you know, I can't really. I mean, no, I wish I could. I'd love to be sometimes I think I'm really good at accents and impressions, and I'm just dog shit. I can do like Australian, because my husband's Australian now. Yeah, I can do quite a good Aussie. So
that's very good.
It's quite sort of new. It's a bit sort of nasal. It's quite sort of Danny Minogue is basically who I've based it on.
Love it.
So that's how that goes. And he gets furious when I sort of do impressions of him and make it sound like a male Danny Minogue. The one thing that really does annoy me is that my husband's got a really weird sort of subtle Aussie accent, and I've never been able to get it. So even though we've been together like 11 years, I still can't. I can't mimic his accent, which
That's
is a real
upsetting.
bugger. No, I mean, there are lots of accents I would like to be able to do, but I can't. Like, my American accent's shit. My Scottish accent is just abysmal. I just can't do it.
Randomizer, it's time for the impressions randomizer.
Oh my God, that is so random.
I didn't expect
Totally
that.
out of the blue.
Randomizer.
Now this week, Ellie, I've sent you a state-of-the-art homemade 40-foot bungee jump randomizer with a double dip ball pool. What does it look like? How does it look?
Very big. And I live in London, so I have a very small garden. So embarrassingly arrogant, I would say, is what it looks like.
Bit like Rob. Did you manage to give it a clean?
Yeah, I did it with a feather duster. I hope that's the correct way of cleaning.
Oh, great. Did you manage to set up the 2 pools of Velcro balls?
Yes, they are there in the garden right now.
Great. What colour are the balls in the left pool?
In the left pool, you say?
Yeah, the left pool.
Crimson.
Oh, lovely. So the crimson ones are the songs, okay?
Okay.
And what colour are the balls in the right pool? Just double checking.
Multicoloured.
Yes, so that's brilliant. So they're the singers. That's
Right,
great.
cool.
Well
They're
done,
all
you set it up
individual.
right, Ellie. Good job.
Oh, thank God. Right.
Fantastic. Well done. Michael, can you play a sort of bit of circusy Wurlitzer music?
Oh, right.
Right, Ellie, I want you to put the safety harness on. Have you got it on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on. It's a bit snug.
Good. No, that's good. If you climb to the top of the ladder and just tie the elastic to your ankles.
All tied in.
Thank you. Brilliant. Now, what we're going to do is this, right? I want you to put the Velcro plug into your mouth.
Oh, I was wondering
I know, it
how
takes me
that
back
was
to-
going. Right, okay.
And then when it's in your mouth, I want you to count yourself down from 3, then jump off and collect a Velcro ball from each pool, eventually landing with a flourish back on the platform above. Can you do that? Okay, all right, let's count us down from 3.
Hey, hey, ah. I'm just taking the plug out.
Well done. That was very good.
Thank you.
Sounded spectacular. Did you practice earlier?
Oh, I think I've pulled something in a rib or something. I don't know what's happened there.
Can you read the song written on the crimson ball?
It is Don't Stop Me Now.
Oh,
good choice.
That'll favourite.
Okay. And what colour ball did you pick up from the other pool?
I would
right
say
one.
a sky blue.
Ooh, whose name's on that?
I'm just going to dust it off. It says, Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce. All right. Okay, band.
Okay.
We are going to do Don't Stop Me Now as Beyonce.
Okay, I'm thinking to start this a bit like Halo,
Yeah.
and then maybe
And then
a
go
little
into-
surprise on the chorus. All right?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
that. I love
Cheeky.
that.
Stand by. Here we
Yeah,
go.
we're there.
Here we go.
That's all Beyonce, is it?
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. And the world, I'm turning inside out, yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm a shooting star looking through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Oh, 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 oh. No, no, oh, there we go. Oh, 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 no, no. Oh, 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 oh. I don't want to stop it. Oh,
Right, feeling that. Amazing.
Thanks.
Ellie, are you still on the platform?
I am on the platform, yes. Got a bit
Brilliant.
relaxed up here, but I'm very confident in my balance.
Because you see the ice ramp to your right.
Oh, crikey, yes.
So if you put on those sparkly Velcro skates, so
Here we
stick
go.
those on.
I think they're a bit small, but yeah, there we go. I'm in.
I want you to, basically, I want you to skate down the ramp. It's not as steep as it looks, I promise. And then sort of slice through the singer pool with your left foot and the song pool with your right foot, picking up a ball from each on your way, on your Velcro skates, yeah? Before the elastic takes you back up to the platform, ankles first, where you'll land gracefully after performing a half banana flip into a triple sec.
Right,
okay?
okay. Well, hopefully, this will get me a booking on the jump, won't it? So here we go.
Yes, okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go for it.
Triple axel. Yeah, there we go. And I'm back.
Whoa, that was so fast.
Yeah.
That was
Thank you.
incredible.
Thank you. I've been working on my speed. Thank you.
I'm in awe of you. That's incredible. Do you think you'll keep it now? Do you think you will keep it up? Let the neighbours come, one neighbour at a time.
Yeah, it'd be like a watchtower. It'd be lovely, yes. An icy watchtower, perfect.
Amazing.
Watching
And you
for
can see
foxes.
people breaking the rules. So if you check your skates now, you should have a ball stuck to each one. Can you tell me what they say?
It is Paloma Faith, and on the song ball, which is leopard print, it's Raw.
Oh, who would have thought? That's
would
fantastic.
have?
Okay, band. Can we do it like dun 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 dun?
Okay.
dun, 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 dun,
I'll just get my
Do you know what I
baritone
mean?
sax out. Hang on. Yeah. And I think,
you
I've got
loop?
a trombone here as well. Yep, that's greased up and ready. Okay, brace yourselves, boys. Here it comes.
No, I'm going to do this nicely for Ellie. I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess.
So I sat quietly, agreed politely.
I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point.
I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I gotta pay. Already brushing off the dust.
You hear my voice, you hear that sound?
Like thunder gonna shake the ground. I got the eye of the tiger fighter, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion. You're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? Oh, 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 oh.
Only love can hurt like
Oh, Ellie, slide down and go and sit on your sofa for a nice little chat.
Celebrity Fun Hacks!
Oh, hiya! You've reached the voicemail of the best Minogue, Kylie! Leave a message. Look, I won't ask you again, sis. Please change this message. It's really hurtful, and some people think I'm the better one. Okay, fine. Just change it. Please! It's Denny, by the way.
Honey, listen close.
Listen close,
Cause
baby.
this is where I really need ya.
I need you.
If this is your bag, then give us a tag and post on your social media. Please rate us, validate us, show us how much you care. Hit subscribe, give us stars out of 5, and don't forget to share. Thanks.
Lovely listeners, you know you can go to patreon.com/Jess Robinson to sign up, support us, get loads of lovely treats, request mashups, etc, etc. Well, a lovely listener, Simon, on Patreon requested a shout out. So here it comes, Simon. Koala Chess Art is the name of his company. Koala like the bear, chess like the game, and art, which is what I'm doing now. You can go to www.koalachessart.com. It's a tiny company, one person, just Simon, that draws silly animals and dinosaurs doing what they really like to do. You can get them as terrific t-shirts, humorous hoodies, and, when not in a global pandemic, as perfect prints. The boys and I have actually just ordered a t-shirt each, and I'm a little bit excited. There are sloths on lampposts, Velociraptor blowing bubbles, and Triceratops on space hoppers. I myself have just ordered a unicorn knitting. I mean, it's just giving me life. What is not to like? So check Simon's company out, www.koalachessart.com. Thanks, Simon! Stars in your ears! Would you like some underscore under this bit of chat?
Yeah, I would actually.
Who would you like to do it? You can have Rob, Michael, or Kitch.
Well, Kitch hasn't done anything yet, has he? He hasn't done an underscorey thing for me.
Sure. Ellie, moving on. What do you think of your own speaking voice? It's a funny question, but...
Yeah, it's quite... It's more Essex than I realise when I listen back to... So when I do stand-up gigs, if I'm like rehearsing for a tour or something, I record my gigs so I can listen back. And it's more Essexy than I realise.
That's interesting.
I think it's a bit annoying.
No.
But I think everyone does, especially when you listen back, you just think it is, don't you?
I've got that as well. And you'd think for someone that uses their voice a lot that it would be... I would know because I'd be completely in control of it. But when I leave voicemails to people, you know, when you can listen to them back, and I always think I'm going, "Hi, it's Jess. If you could give me a call back." And then I listen back and it's, "Hello, it's Jess. Can you give me a call back?" Like, it's so irritating.
Yeah. Do you do that though? When I leave voice notes, like on WhatsApp, I do them and then I always listen back. Like,
always.
What an interesting recording this is going to be. I wonder what's going to happen.
Always. We've got a little
isn't it?
WhatsApp group, and every one I leave, I listen to. And then go,
just to check.
I would like me as a friend.
Yeah.
So you were brought up was it in Brentwood?
Yeah, Brentwood and Essex, yeah.
Well done, Wikipedia. And so that's where you got your Essex accent from. Do your mum and dad have accents?
No, my dad he's from Chelmsford in Essex, but he went to elocution lessons actually when he was younger because he had a bit of I don't think it was an Essex accent, it was a bit farmery, I think. So yeah, he had to do the how now brown cow and all that stuff. And my mum is from the East End, but she sort of got rid of it, and she very much puts on a posh voice sometimes, but they can Essex it up when she needs to, can Jill.
Oh, nice. Do you think people judge you a certain way when they hear your voice before seeing you or before knowing you? Or...
I think I when I'm speaking to posh people, I tend to make myself sound posher because it's probably a bit of an insecurity, actually, I think, the way I speak. And I hear how I just like some of my friends have got, I think, beautiful sort of more neutral accents compared to me, and I sort of wish that I spoke a bit nicer. My husband always says to me when we got married, I did my wedding vows. He was like, why? Like, and I spoke them really nicely, and he was like, why can't you speak like that all the time, like Liz Hurley?
Rude.
Sorry, darling, you married Liz Hurley, but you're living with me, babe.
So I want you to judge the band now. What do you think of the band from their voices? So each one of them, they're going to say, I've got stars in my ears. And you have to judge them, Ellie. Just going to judge them. Why don't we start with you, Michael?
I've got stars in my ears.
Sounds like a very nice young man, and I would trust him to return my library books.
Oh my gosh, you've got him.
Especially the young bit. The young bit's spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is young for 80. Kitch.
I've got stars in my ears.
He's a very kind keeper of pigeons.
And rats.
Shut up, Rob. Okay, Rob's turn. Quietly, Rob, don't shout, please.
I've got stars in my ears.
Oh my God, it goes right through you, doesn't it?
He sounds very dreamy, like he would write you a song or poetry.
Yeah, about himself. You presented Snog, Marry, Avoid on BBC Three. Tell me, Rob, Kitch, Michael, Snog, Marry, Kill.
Snog, marry, kill. I'm going to snog Kitch because I've never kissed a northern man and I think it would be thrilling.
Interesting, you find it all so laughable.
And I'm going to marry Rob.
Aww.
Because he'd write me poetry and songs, and I'm going to kill Michael because
never shut up about it.
I think while he would return your library books, he could also kill you and hide you in a wood.
Very accurate.
Wow.
But unfortunately, that's the wrong answer, Ellie. It was actually snog Rob, marry Kitch and get Michael pregnant, saying you'd stick with him, but then take all the child support, run away to Gretna Green with me, but then leave me and go back to Michael when you hear he's given birth to a teeny tiny Casio keyboard, small enough to put in your pencil case.
Thanks for clearing that up, Jess.
I'm so sorry. But I tell you what, you love musicals, you said earlier, and I feel like that would make a good soap story, and I know you like this impression. So let's play this.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Who can forget the great doyens of the West End stage? Elaine Page, Michael Ball, Simba from The Lion King. But now a new star is added to that firmament. You met her first as Sonia from EastEnders. Well, prepare to fall in love all over again with that voice.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise.
Yes, this is my favourite.
Keep position.
Get ready for this year's hottest new release. It's Natalie Casti Sings the Musical.
Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendour. Ooh, touch it, no, taste it. Tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garnish of the day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light. And listen to the music of the night.
Hear the Walford Warbler as she takes on songs from Wicked.
It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity. Stop. Whoa.
Cats.
Practical cats, pragmatical cats, fanatical cats, meditative cats, oratorical cats, delphicorical cats, skeptical cats, dyspeptical cats.
And even London's hottest ticket.
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait.
There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been dead or destitute without a stent of restitution. Started working, twerking for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford. Sorry, Michael.
Plus exclusive tracks from the latest West End hit, EastEnders, the musical.
Doof, 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 doof. Martin, will you babysit? What you mean you can't? I bet he's with Stacey.
Buy your copy today to hear Natalie Cassidy bring the East End to the West End. And for a limited time only, with every purchase of Natalie Cassidy Sings the Musicals, get a bonus album totally free.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, do you know, it's way up high.
That's right, it's Natalie Cassidy sings Eva Cassidy.
And the hard dreams that you dare to dream, that all get baked in a pie. I don't really know the words.
Available now from all good service stations.
Doof, 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 doof. Only $3.99.
Jess, that's your best work ever. Oh my God, your Sonic EastEnders just tickles me so much. I can't even explain. And what I really enjoy is the idea that like someone from America or something is listening to this and is like, who the fuck is this person? Amazing. Oh my God, I love that.
I'm so pleased you enjoyed it. I thought we'd put it in tonight because I know you appreciate
I really
it.
do.
I mean, it's not Shakespeare, but it's
It's
a high
your
art form.
Shakespeare, Jess.
Yes,
It's
it
your
is. Thank you. Yes, it is.
Quick, quick, pull your trousers up, there's somebody at the door.
Oh, I wonder who's at the door. I tell you what, let's just pause for a little quick while. I've had too much wine, and I'll go and see
I'm going
who's
to
at
get
the
a
door.
ginger biscuit.
Oh, Duncan, it might be your new duvet.
Ellie, do you want to just have a 5-minute break while I go and see who it is?
Yeah,
Maybe
sure, no worries.
Get some more of your Singapore slings.
Come on,
Thanks,
let's see
mate.
if we can
Right,
find out
cool.
who it is.
Rob,
Yeah?
shh.
Hello, listeners. It's Rob again. Can you hear me calling out your name? You know that I'm falling and I don't know what to say. I'll speak a little louder, I'll even shout. You know that I'm proud and I can't get the words out. Oh, I wanna be with you everywhere. Oh, I wanna be with you everywhere. Be with you everywhere. Shh.
I said, well, do you know, that is way too big and I don't want it anywhere near my face. Anyway, sorry, Mummy, I've got to go. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye. It was the postman. There's a huge parcel. It's all tied up with string. Isn't that nice? Ellie, I think you're being a bit coy. I just read the card and it says it's from you.
Ellie.
Oh.
Yes, you sent us all a gift. That's so lovely of
Thank
you.
you. Nice.
Rob, Michael, I'll send yours down
Brilliant.
with a dumbwaiter.
Thanks.
What about me?
While I unwrap our gifts, Ellie, why don't you choose a mood for let's have Rob playing this one. Choose a little mood for Rob to play in.
I think sexy.
Sexy. Well, while Rob's playing his sexy underscore, could you tell us what you got us?
What did I get you?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jess.
gonna unwrap
Well, I
it.
got you a very personal gift, a candle.
Oh!
Because I think whenever you're given a candle, you can tell that person really knows you really well.
By the scent.
Yeah, just they just put a lot of thought into going into Oliver Bonus and picking it off the shelf. So that's what I got you, Jess.
Amazing. Thank you.
What sort of scent are we talking, Ellie? What?
It's lettuce and
Oh, like a
You
Gwyneth
do
Paltrow
know me.
candle.
yes. Yes, and then you have to waft it under your undercarriage and it cleanses.
Oh,
About
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so
Anytime.
much. What did you get for Rob?
I got Rob a notebook so he can write me all his songs and poems.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's lovely. How about Michael?
It's monogrammed. Michael, I got a shovel for him to be able to bury the bodies with.
I do need a new shovel, actually. I've blunted the old one, so that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hitting people over the head.
Have I got anything?
Yeah.
I got you some rat food.
That's
Rat
it.
food.
Oh, so for Duncan,
that's
really,
kind.
rather than Kitch. That's very sweet of you, actually. I'll send it through the refuse chute so you can give it to Duncan. All right?
All right. There's no poison
All right,
in it, though, is
Kitch. No.
Oh, okay.
Ellie wouldn't do that,
Good.
would you, Ellie?
No. I love rats.
Yeah, just
Me
not
too.
you. Didn't get you a gift.
No.
Okay, I'm going to teach you a Scottish accent.
Oh, please do. That would be marvellous.
Yes, I'm going to teach you
Yes,
a Scottish accent in the form of Lorraine Kelly.
Impressions, lessons. So you wanna sound like that guy? Jess can show you how. If you wanna sing like that gal, Jess will see you now. It's Jess's Impressions Lessons.
Lorraine, she's such a sweet, sweet woman. I just had a little bit of wine, so this is Lorraine when she's a little bit drunk. So, yeah, basically break the impression down into a few easy steps, Ellie.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to build it up together. So first, we're going to start with a part of her accent. She's from Gorbals in Glasgow, and she's lived in East Kilbride. And of course, now she's in London, and I think that's diluted her accent over the years, just a wee bit. And we're going to start with the E vowel. It's really, really tight and really, really smiley. E, like see, beef, heels.
See, beef, heels.
Even more E.
Why have I got a lisp? Why has Lorraine got a lisp when I do her?
I don't know.
See, beef, heels.
The next thing is the R, because that's slightly rolled. So we're going to go too far to begin with the R. Lorraine's crimson gown. And I've added a nice O vowel at the end there, which becomes gown. Gown. That's it. Like you've got a marble in your mouth. Gown.
Oh, Lorraine's.
Yes.
Crimson.
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 Yes.
Can't do it. Lorraine. Crimson.
Crimson. So
Yeah.
the E becomes an E. Crimson.
Crimson.
Yes.
Oh, she's Welsh now. Nice. Crimson. Gown.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so see, beef, heels.
See, beef, heels.
Lorraine's crimson gown.
Lorraine's crimson gowns.
Very nice. Okay. So Lorraine, we get her tone. She's so nice and so sweet. You know, she's quite sing-songy. She goes high and low, and she chats at quite a pace. So let's have a go at saying, "I'm so nice and sweet," to using that E vowel.
I'm so nice and sweet.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
it.
nice and sweet.
Yes! I love that. That's good, that's good. So now we're going to do the tricky bit. We're going to put it into a sentence. Lorraine looks so nice and sweet in her crimson gown and beef heels.
Lorraine looks so nice and sweet in her crimson gown and her beef heels.
Well done.
Wow, I think that's changed everything. I'm going to be going up for Scottish parts from tomorrow.
There's one more step if you want to really make it Lorraine, and that's her really funny laugh. She does this. It's like a hooting owl but a bit sped up. Can you say that sentence again with a little
Lorraine looks so nice and sweet in her beef gown.
They will do. Like Lady Gaga.
Lorraine in a beef gown, I'd like to see that.
Oh, Ellie, you are a wonderful person and we love you.
That was awful. Thank you, Jess.
It's an absolute pleasure. Can you have a go at Lorraine? Then record yourself and send your impressions to jessrobinsonememail@gmail.com. That's jessrobinsonememail@gmail.com. Thanks.
It's Jess's Impression Session.
This is one of the best bits of the podcast ever. In your droves, you've been sending us impressions, and once again, I've curated them into a fabulous sound exhibition. So, Ellie, Michael Kitch, Duncan the Rat, and Rob. Yes, that's right, Rob. I've put you after the rat because that's how you've been acting. It's time to stroll with me through this week's impressions gallery as our loyal and slightly unhinged listeners put some stars in our ears.
Hi Jess, my name's Caroline. Just calling because I can do an impression of Shakira that I thought you might quite like. So this is my impression of Shakira. Wherever we're meant to be together, I'll be there and you'll be near. And there's the deal, my dear.
Oh my.
And over and under, you got me high.
She's gone for it.
There's nothing left to fear if you want to feel the way I feel.
You turn if you want to.
Oh,
the
Maggie
lady's
Thatcher.
Not for turning.
Hi there, Jess. It's Fergal here from Scotland. Love the show. I'll have a wee crack at a few impressions for you. First one is Doc Cotton from EastEnders. Oh no, Pauline. I thought it was Nick coming back home. And then I got down to the laundrette and realised it wasn't him at all. I remember a terrible time.
Hello
Kenneth
everyone,
Williams.
it's the JC here. How are we all doing?
They know me here.
As some of you might know, if you listen to my podcast, I had a spiritual calling and I really don't agree with milk.
The second one is, which my wife's asked me to do, which I think, I don't know if she's having me on or what, but it's a snake. That's that one there.
Wow.
To you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, she's quite close to the mic.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
I'm at your feet. Got me head over heels. Lucky that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with the mountains. Thanks so much.
Wow. Hey.
Oh. Ellie, what did you think? Who is your favourite?
I mean, I do love the Shakiras. They were
That
very
was good, wasn't it?
Very good.
Boys, which were your favourites? Did you enjoy?
Snake.
Snake.
Yeah.
Snake is the overall winner there. Thank
What
you
a
very
special
much
week.
to Rosa Shamsuddin, Catherine Mills, Emily Day, Fergal McLeod, especially for the snake, Andrew Williamson, and Carolyn Adjaman. We would love to hear impressions, weird, wonderful, or woeful. Send them to jessrobinsonemail@gmail.com. That's
jessrobinsonemail@gmail.com.
Ellie, you've been such a star today. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being such a good sport, for joining in, for doing your Lorraine in her crimson dress. If people want to see and hear more of you, which they definitely will, where can they find you?
I'm just sort of hanging out on Instagram at Ellie Jane Taylor, really.
It's an
And,
excellent account.
Thank you. And I've got a podcast as well. It's called Ellie and Anna Have Issues. If you fancy, when you've listened to this one, obviously, then you can just, move on to another one to cheer up your ears. Yeah. Way less Lorraine in mine, sadly.
Oh no, your Lorraine was getting good. Just a couple more sessions and you'd have her. We're nearing the end of the show now, but Ellie, I cannot let you go until we've done the finale.
Listen, Ellie. It's time to make your wish come true. Step or change, do the splits, and we'll look inside of you. Everyone has a dream. Someone they look up to. Ooh, yeah. So apart from me, though it'll actually be me, who's your favourite singer? Who? 'Cause it's time for our fantasy duet.
beautiful.
Ellie, tonight, what song would you like us to sing?
Well, we spoke about the band earlier, and yes, I called them a band, the Spice Girls. And I would like to leave things just sort of a bit smooth and a little bit sensual. So I'm gonna ask that we sing the song "To Become One." Jess.
Oh, we can do that, boys. Get it up on your charts. Who am I going to be tonight, Ellie? Who would you like to sing with?
I would like to sing with another 90s heroine of mine, which is obviously ex-Tina Aguilera. Yeah. And I will be Mr. Motivator.
I wish you would.
Christina Aguilera, I would love to see what you can do with her.
Okay. I'm not sure whether I can do that much, actually. And are you going to be singing as yourself tonight, or are you going to sing as a different famous person?
I am, to cover my voice, I am going to be singing as your favourite First Lady and mine, Melania Trump.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Candlelight and soul forever. A dream of you and me together.
Say you believe it. Say you believe it.
Free your mind of doubt and danger. Be for real. Don't be stranger.
We can achieve it. Hey, we can achieve it.
Come a little bit closer, baby.
Put it on, put it on.
'Cause tonight is the night when two become one.
I need some love like I've never needed love before.
Wanna make love to you, baby.
I had a little love, now I'm back for more.
Wanna make love to you, baby. Where am I from? No one knows.
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Why Jesus? Why are you talking about the Jesus? I do not understand these strange people. Silly games that you were playing.
I wanna work it out with you.
Why does she keep interrupting me? I'm First Lady. Thank you. You be quiet.
I hope I'm not spoiling this song.
You are spoiling my song, thank you, actually. This is ridiculous. I didn't even want to be First Lady. I just want to sit in a nice house and tan. For God's sake.
Put it on, put it on.
'Cause tonight is the night when two become one. I need some love. Oh, my voice got very deep. I had a little cough. I had a little love. That's better. Now I'm back for more. Absolutely. I need some love. Like I never needed love before. Don't get away from me. Touch me, I'll kill you.
I'm gonna reach till the end of the song. The end of the song. Oh, I'm gonna riff, oh, I'm gonna riff.
Oh, lovely riffing, lady.
I'm gonna do it till the end.
Oh, please do it to the end. That is what I say to Donald. Hurry up, get to the end.
I'm gonna do it till the end of the song.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Seriously, where is she from? Where is she from?
She is brilliant.
So generic Eastern European.
It was amazing. Thank you so much, Ellie. You've been brilliant.
So good.
Amazingly brilliant. Thank you for being such a good sport. You were hilarious. Brought to you with love from Jessington Towers. You've been listening to Stars in Your Ears, featuring my favourite humans in the world, my friends and yours, Jessington World of Adventures. On keys, it was Michael Twinkle Fingers Roulston. On bass and guitar, Rob Loudmouth Lamont. Jonathan Hitty Kitching was on the drums and other stuff. And our brilliant guest was Ellie Taylor. Find her on Instagram and Twitter. Just called Ellie Taylor, just look her up. This podcast was mixed and edited by our incredible sound man, Joe Walker. You've been the best, and I've been Jess Robinson. Bye, Blinkledink. Love you. show. You've had some stars in your ears. Now you need to go, so please walk off out of here. Goodbye from the band.
We've had a terrible time.
Donate to us on Patreon.
Please subscribe to hear more podcasts.